Your bedroom should be a peaceful haven, a sanctuary where you recharge your mind and body. However, many people unknowingly keep items that disrupt this balance, affecting not only sleep quality, but also overall well-being. While some objects may seem harmless, their presence in your personal space can subtly create stress, stagnate energy, and even influence financial flow. Understanding how these items impact your environment and making small adjustments can lead to significant improvements in your daily life. 1. Pets sleeping on the bed is a common habit for many pet owners, offering warmth and comfort. However, from a sleep quality perspective, animals tend to be restless sleepers. Their constant movement, shifting positions, and occasional noises can disturb your sleep cycles, preventing you from entering deep, restorative rest. Additionally, pets carry allergens, dirt, and bacteria that can negatively affect respiratory health and skin conditions. From an energy perspective, sharing your bed with a pet can create an imbalance, potentially depleting your personal vitality. In Buddhist teachings, our surroundings and the energy they carry directly affect our well-being. The Buddha emphasized mindfulness not just in thought and action, but also in our environment. Just as an untidy mind leads to suffering, an unbalanced space can create disturbances in our lives. The presence of pets in the sleeping area can introduce an element of restlessness, making it harder for the mind and body to fully settle into rest. The Dalai Lama once said, "A disciplined mind leads to happiness, and an undisciplined mind leads to suffering." The same can be applied to our sleeping habits. By maintaining discipline in our sleep environment, we nurture peace within ourselves. 2. Old and worn-out pillows might seem insignificant, but they play a critical role in your comfort and spinal alignment. Over time, pillows lose their support, leading to poor posture, neck pain, and restless sleep. Additionally, they accumulate bacteria, dust mites, and allergens, which can contribute to sinus congestion and skin irritation. The Buddha often spoke about the importance of self-care as a means of maintaining mental clarity. In the same way that an impure mind leads to suffering, an unclean or unsupportive sleeping environment can disrupt our inner balance. A story from ancient Buddhist teachings tells of a monk who traveled for years with a single, tattered sleeping mat. His master eventually reminded him that while simplicity is virtuous, neglecting one's physical well-being can also hinder spiritual growth. The same lesson applies to our pillows. Neglecting them can lead to chronic discomfort that affects our daily lives. Investing in a high-quality pillow tailored to your sleeping position is not merely an indulgence. It is an act of self-compassion. When we take care of our bodies, we also nurture our minds, ensuring that we wake up refreshed and energized to face the day with mindfulness and purpose. 3. A work desk in the bedroom introduces an element of stress and mental clutter. While it may be convenient to have a workspace within your private sanctuary, it disrupts the relaxing energy necessary for deep rest. The presence of unfinished tasks, papers, and electronic devices keeps your mind engaged, making it difficult to fully unwind. Buddhism teaches the importance of separating work from rest to maintain inner harmony. The Buddha once told a parable about a man carrying a heavy sack of rice on his back while walking through a peaceful forest. Even though the path was serene, he could not enjoy its beauty because he was burdened by his load. In much the same way, when we allow our work to intrude into our restful spaces, we carry stress into our personal sanctuaries, making true relaxation impossible. Creating a clear boundary between work and rest is crucial for mental and emotional well-being. If removing the desk is not an option, consider using a room divider, folding screen, or even a simple cloth to cover your workspace at night. This practice serves as a symbolic and physical separation between productivity and relaxation, allowing your mind to transition fully into rest mode. Small adjustments like these can cultivate a deeper sense of peace, enabling you to wake up feeling rejuvenated rather than mentally drained by the lingering energy of unfinished work. 4. Clutter and unnecessary items create a sense of chaos and stagnation. A messy bedroom can make it difficult to relax, contributing to feelings of anxiety and even financial blockages. Clutter traps stagnant energy, preventing fresh opportunities from flowing into your life. A well-known Buddhist principle teaches that the outer world is a reflection of the inner world. Just as a cluttered space leads to a cluttered mind, an organized environment fosters clarity and peace. The Zen master Shunryu Suzuki once said, "When you clean your room, you clean your mind." The simple act of decluttering can be a form of meditation, a practice of letting go, both physically and mentally. Consider this. Imagine a river flowing freely, carrying fresh water and nutrients. Now picture that same river blocked by fallen branches, rocks, and debris. The water stagnates, and life within it begins to suffer. Our personal energy works the same way. When clutter accumulates, it disrupts the natural flow of positive energy, causing stress, indecision, and even financial hardship. Feng Shui, an ancient practice that aligns our surroundings with positive energy, also supports this idea. A clutter-free bedroom invites fresh opportunities, creativity, and emotional balance. Decluttering doesn't have to be an overwhelming task. Start small, one drawer, one corner, one shelf at a time. Ask yourself, does this item serve a purpose? Does it bring me joy? If not, let it go. Donating, recycling, or gifting unused items can create a sense of generosity, reinforcing the Buddhist practice of detachment and impermanence. A clean, minimalist bedroom fosters peace, creativity, and positive energy. With fewer distractions, the mind can truly relax, allowing for deeper sleep and greater inspiration. As you clear physical space, you create mental space, making room for new opportunities, better health, and greater well-being. 5. A laundry basket in the bedroom, especially one overflowing with clothes, subtly reminds you of unfinished tasks. This lingering to-do list creates unnecessary stress and disrupts the calming atmosphere necessary for quality sleep. Additionally, dirty laundry can harbor bacteria and contribute to poor air quality. In Buddhist teachings, there is a strong emphasis on cleanliness and order as a path to inner peace. The Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "The way you do anything is the way you do everything." If we let our daily responsibilities pile up, whether it be physical laundry or mental clutter, we invite a sense of unfinished business into our lives. The sight of a laundry basket filled with clothes can be a subconscious reminder of all the tasks left undone, keeping the mind restless even as the body tries to relax. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism, once taught that nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. By setting up small, mindful habits, such as doing laundry regularly and keeping our sleeping space clear, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life. If possible, relocate your laundry basket to a different room, or at least keep it closed to maintain a fresh and tranquil bedroom environment. This small change can have a profound impact, bringing a sense of completion, clarity, and peace into your living space and mind. 6. Expired beauty products often go unnoticed, yet they can accumulate and introduce negative energy into your space. Beyond their potential to cause skin irritation and infections, old cosmetics and skincare products symbolize stagnation. Holding on to expired items reflects an unwillingness to let go of the past, blocking new opportunities. The Buddha taught that attachment to impermanent things leads to suffering. Just as we cling to past regrets or material possessions that no longer serve us, holding on to expired beauty products is a subtle yet powerful reflection of an inability to release what is no longer beneficial. This stagnation, whether in our physical space or our minds, prevents growth and renewal. In Zen Buddhism, the concept of Shoshin, or beginner's mind, emphasizes approaching life with openness, curiosity, and a willingness to embrace change. Regularly clearing out expired beauty products is a small yet meaningful practice of this philosophy. Letting go of what no longer serves us to make room for new, nourishing experiences. It is not just about skincare. It is about cultivating a mindset of renewal and self-care. By making it a habit to review and discard outdated products, you create space for better things to enter your life. Whether it be healthier skincare choices, fresh perspectives, or an overall sense of well-being. The act of decluttering your beauty products can be a symbolic ritual of release, inviting transformation and positive energy into your daily routine. 7. Old and broken electronics, whether it's an outdated phone, a remote control from a long-gone device, or tangled cords, contribute to a sense of disorganization and stagnation. These objects take up space, gather dust, and disrupt the energetic flow of your bedroom. Additionally, even non-functional electronics may emit low-level electromagnetic frequencies that interfere with sleep quality. The Buddha once spoke about the importance of simplicity in leading a peaceful life. In the modern world, outdated and broken electronics are a form of material clutter that can weigh us down. Just as we let go of unwholesome thoughts in meditation, removing non-functional items from our space creates room for mental clarity and new possibilities. A famous Zen saying goes, "Let go or be dragged." Holding on to obsolete technology is a reflection of our attachment to the past, whether it's an old phone that reminds us of better days or a broken remote that we keep just in case. These items, like unresolved emotions, create stagnation. By consciously recycling or properly disposing of them, we practice non-attachment, making way for fresh energy and innovation in our lives. One practical step is to set aside time to assess all electronic items in your home. Ask yourself, do I use this? Does it serve a purpose? If not, let it go. Many cities have e-waste recycling programs that allow for the responsible disposal of electronics. By taking this action, not only do you clear space in your physical environment, but you also cultivate mindfulness in your relationship with material possessions. A clutter-free space encourages clarity, efficiency, and peace. Just as a monk keeps only what is necessary, adopting a mindset of simplicity with our belongings allows us to experience greater freedom and tranquility in everyday life. 8. A television in the bedroom might seem like a harmless source of entertainment, but it significantly impacts sleep patterns. The blue light emitted from screens disrupts melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep and reducing sleep quality. Additionally, engaging in dramatic or stimulating content before bed keeps your brain active rather than allowing it to wind down. The Buddha often spoke about the power of stillness and mindfulness. Watching television late at night can be a distraction that keeps the mind restless. The mind, like water, should be still to reflect clarity. Just as muddy water must settle before it becomes clear, our thoughts need quiet time to reach peace. The constant stimulation from TV prevents this settling, leading to mental exhaustion and fragmented sleep. A simple practice is to remove the television from the bedroom or cover it at night to create a separation between entertainment and rest. This small change can lead to deeper and more restorative sleep, allowing you to wake up feeling refreshed and present for the new day. The bedroom should be a sacred space for rejuvenation, free from distractions that pull us away from mindfulness and rest. 9. Open water containers left overnight may seem insignificant, but they collect dust, bacteria, and stagnant energy. In traditional energy practices, stagnant water symbolizes blocked financial flow and a lack of clarity. In Buddhism, water represents the mind, fluid, adaptable, and capable of great depth. However, when water sits still for too long, it becomes murky and lifeless. The same principle applies to our personal energy. If we allow stagnation in our surroundings, it reflects stagnation within ourselves. The Buddha once compared a restless mind to a glass of muddy water. He taught that if we let the water sit undisturbed, the mud will settle and clarity will emerge. Keeping open water containers in our bedrooms introduces stagnant energy, much like allowing unresolved thoughts to clutter our minds. Opting for a closed water bottle instead of an open glass can maintain cleanliness while supporting a more balanced and harmonious environment. This small yet meaningful change reinforces mindfulness and allows for a clearer, more peaceful state of being. The 10th. Mirrors facing the bed are often discouraged in energy balancing practices due to their ability to amplify energy. While mirrors can enhance natural light during the day, at night they may create restlessness, disturbing sleep. The reflection of your bed can symbolically double energy, making it difficult to fully relax. In Buddhist thought, mirrors are often seen as symbolic portals to self-reflection. While this is beneficial during meditation and self-awareness practices, having a mirror reflecting your bed can inadvertently create restlessness. The Buddha once taught that what we focus on, we become. If we are constantly surrounded by reflections, we may struggle to detach from our thoughts and find inner stillness. If relocating the mirror is not an option, covering it at night can reduce its impact and create a calmer atmosphere. This small yet effective change can promote deeper relaxation, allowing your mind to unwind fully and transition into restful sleep. The key to a peaceful bedroom lies in cultivating an environment that fosters stillness, clarity, and mindful rest. 11th, bookshelves above the bed, while seemingly practical, can create a sense of subconscious pressure. Having heavy objects looming over you while you sleep can contribute to anxiety and disrupted rest. Even if the shelf is securely mounted, the psychological weight of stacked books can prevent you from fully relaxing. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of letting go is central to achieving inner peace. The Buddha once shared the analogy of a person carrying a heavy sack of stones, struggling with each step. When asked why he carried such a burden, he realized he did so out of habit, not necessity. Similarly, having bookshelves above the bed symbolizes the mental weight we unknowingly carry, unfinished tasks, accumulated knowledge, or obligations we have yet to release. Books are symbols of wisdom, but their placement can influence the energy of a room. A cluttered bookshelf above your bed may unconsciously remind you of unfinished learning or intellectual pressures, making it difficult to fully unwind. Moving bookshelves to another area or creating a dedicated reading nook can free the sleeping space of this subtle mental burden, fostering a more peaceful and restorative environment. 12th, placing the bed under exposed ceiling beams can create an oppressive atmosphere. In traditional energy practices, beams are believed to exert downward pressure, leading to stress, headaches, and disturbed sleep. Buddhist philosophy teaches us that our environment is a mirror of our inner state. Just as a heavy burden on the mind can cause physical and emotional distress, heavy beams above our bed represent an external manifestation of this pressure. The Buddha often spoke of the importance of lightness and freedom from attachments, burdens, and unnecessary stress. Sleeping beneath these beams may unconsciously remind us of unresolved tensions or the weight of responsibilities. In the same way that we let go of negative thoughts in meditation, we can release the oppressive influence of beams by adjusting our environment. The Buddha taught that when we are free from attachments and burdens, we experience true peace. If moving the bed is not an option, consider using a canopy or draping fabric over the beams to soften their impact. This simple change can transform the energy in your bedroom, promoting a sense of security and relaxation. By creating a space that allows for lightness, both physically and mentally, you invite rest, peace, and clarity into your life. 13. Sleeping with doors or windows open might seem like a harmless habit, but it can actually introduce unpredictable and chaotic external energy into your space, disrupting the stability of your bedroom environment. While fresh air is certainly beneficial and important for our overall health, it's essential to recognize that at night, our bodies and minds require rest, peace, and protection from external disturbances. In Buddhist philosophy, there is a deep understanding of the importance of creating a harmonious space, as it directly influences our internal state. The Buddha often emphasized the significance of cultivating an environment that supports tranquility, both physically and mentally. For instance, he spoke of the 4 establishments of mindfulness, which includes mindfulness of the body, feelings, the mind, and mental objects. This practice of mindfulness extends beyond what we experience within ourselves. It also involves understanding the influence of our surroundings on our inner peace. Imagine a story from Buddhist teachings about a wandering monk who arrived in a small village. The village was peaceful and serene, and the monk felt an immediate sense of calm. However, as night fell, the village's doors and windows remained wide open, inviting all the sounds and disturbances of the night into their homes. The monk sat down in the center of the village, and he felt the unsettling effects of the external energy, which began to disrupt his focus and inner peace. He realized that in order to meditate deeply and access his true mindfulness, he would need to create a protective boundary between the inner world of his meditation and the unpredictable external world. Just as the monk needed to create an environment of stability for his practice, so do we need to ensure that our bedroom environment is secure and shielded from unnecessary disturbances. When we sleep, we are in a vulnerable state, and having open windows or doors can expose us to erratic energy from the outside world. In the same way that the monk had to close himself off from external distractions to reach inner peace, We can create an environment that promotes restful sleep by closing our doors and windows at night. Buddhism teaches the importance of stability, and when our external environment is unstable or chaotic, it influences our mental state. The practice of maintaining a stable, peaceful environment can be likened to cultivating mindfulness in meditation. Just as we focus our awareness on a single point to calm the mind, closing doors and windows ensures a still, undisturbed space where the flow of energy is balanced and controlled. In traditional practices like Feng Shui, the belief is that open windows and doors at night can invite shifting energies into the space. These energies, often viewed as unpredictable or disruptive, can interfere with the flow of positive energy, known as chi, preventing it from circulating freely within the room. When the flow of energy is unbalanced, it can lead to poor sleep quality, restlessness, and an inability to relax fully. Keeping doors and windows closed at night helps to protect your bedroom from these external influences, fostering a calm, secure space where you can rest peacefully and regenerate your energy. The Buddha often spoke about how our external conditions, when left unchecked, can affect our internal world. He taught that a peaceful mind begins with a peaceful environment. By taking the simple step of closing your doors and windows at night, you are signaling to your body and mind that it is time to rest, without the interference of external forces. This act of mindfulness ensures that the energy in your space remains balanced and that your body can fully relax, allowing for a deep, restorative sleep. Ultimately, the practice of keeping doors and windows closed while sleeping is a small yet profound action. It creates a sense of security, protects your energy, and fosters the sense of peace and relaxation needed for proper rest. In Buddhist teachings, there is a focus on the importance of safeguarding your inner peace and protecting your energy from external harm. By closing your bedroom's entryways to the outside world, you are nurturing both your body and mind, ensuring that you wake up restored, refreshed, and ready to face the world with clarity and balance. 14. Religious or spiritual artifacts placed at the foot of the bed may seem like a way to keep sacred symbols close, offering spiritual protection or guidance during sleep. However, this arrangement can sometimes create an unintended energy imbalance, subtly disrupting your rest. While these artifacts are deeply meaningful and carry great symbolic value, the direct facing of sacred symbols while you sleep can generate subconscious tension, making it difficult to fully relax and enter a restful state. In Buddhist teachings, there is a deep understanding that our environment plays a crucial role in shaping our mental and emotional state. The Buddha often spoke of how attachment to objects, whether physical or spiritual, can create imbalance in our lives. While sacred objects represent enlightenment, compassion, and wisdom, when they are too close or too directly involved in our personal space, they can inadvertently remind us of unresolved emotions or create expectations for ourselves, even during sleep. This kind of mental tension, no matter how subtle, can interfere with our ability to rest deeply and peacefully. Let's consider a story from Buddhist teachings. A monk who had dedicated his life to meditation and spiritual practice once visited a remote temple high in the mountains. The temple had many sacred relics and statues, which were carefully placed in every corner of the building. The monk, seeking deeper insight and clarity, spent many days meditating in the temple, but found that each night he struggled to sleep. He was perplexed by his inability to rest, despite the sacredness of the place. After discussing his concerns with the head monk, he learned that many of the relics in the temple were placed in a way that caused the energy to be imbalanced. The head monk explained that while sacred objects should be honored, they should not dominate the space where one seeks rest. They needed their own designated area where they could be appreciated without overwhelming the personal space meant for tranquility. In this story, we learn a valuable lesson about the placement of sacred objects. The monk's inability to sleep wasn't because of the relics themselves, but because of their proximity and the subconscious pressure they exerted. In a similar way, placing religious or spiritual artifacts directly at the foot of your bed can create a mental and energetic tension, even if you don't consciously acknowledge it. The symbolism of the objects, while powerful, can inadvertently remind you of spiritual goals, duties, or expectations, leading to an underlying sense of responsibility or striving that keeps your mind active when it should be quiet and still. The Buddha taught that true peace comes from detachment, not only from material possessions but also from the attachment to symbols and expectations. He once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." If we place sacred objects too close, we may allow them to dominate our thoughts and intentions, even when we sleep. This might not allow for the mental detachment needed for a restful, peaceful mind. Instead of placing these objects at the foot of your bed, consider dedicating a special space such as a side table or a small altar where these artifacts can be appreciated without overwhelming your sleep space. By creating a designated area for these symbols of spirituality, you can honor them in a way that is mindful, while also preserving the sanctity of your personal rest. This practice allows the sacred symbols to remain close to you, but not in a way that disrupts the balance of your bedroom environment. In this manner, we can align our space with the teachings of Buddhism, which emphasize the importance of balance, harmony, and mindfulness. Just as a monk creates a sacred space for meditation, you can create a serene, peaceful environment for sleep, free from the energetic imbalances that can arise from too much attachment to sacred symbols. The Buddha's wisdom teaches us that the key to a harmonious life is not in overindulgence or excessive attachment, but in recognizing when something, even a sacred object, has the potential to disturb the peace we seek. Thus, by setting aside a specific area for your religious or spiritual artifacts, you are creating space for both reverence and relaxation. You can continue to honor the objects while ensuring that your sleep space remains calm and conducive to deep rest, free from the subconscious pressures that these symbols may unintentionally bring. The peace you seek during sleep is just as important as the peace you seek during waking hours, and balancing these elements will help bring a greater sense of well-being into your life. 15. Dead or artificial plants may seem like convenient decorative choices, but they often contribute to stagnation rather than enhancing the energy in a space. While dead plants symbolize decay and a loss of vitality, artificial plants, though visually appealing, lack the life-giving properties that real greenery brings to the environment. In Buddhist teachings, there is a deep reverence for the natural world and its inherent energy, and this perspective encourages us to surround ourselves with objects that promote life and vitality, rather than those that reinforce decay or lifelessness. Consider a story from Buddhist philosophy. A Zen master once instructed his students to meditate in a beautiful garden filled with a variety of plants, flowers, and trees. Each student was asked to observe the plants closely and reflect on their condition. One student, feeling the urge to impress, picked a beautiful flower and placed it inside his room. However, the flower soon wilted and its vibrant energy faded. The master noticed this and asked the student to reflect on the flower's state. "You have taken the life out of the garden and placed it into a small, stagnant space," the Zen master explained. "True vitality exists in connection with the life force of the world around you. Life, like the plant, should be allowed to grow and flourish naturally." The student learned that it was the living environment, the surrounding plants, the air, the sunlight that nourished the flower, not its isolated position inside the room. In the same way, dead plants in a room can drain the energy of the space. They remind us of impermanence, but not in a way that encourages acceptance. Instead, they symbolize a lost vitality, a missed opportunity to nurture life. Just as the student removed the flower from its natural habitat, a dead plant or artificial greenery removes the potential energy and life force that could have otherwise been present. Artificial plants, though visually appealing, often mimic the look of nature without the essence of life. These objects might look real in the traditional sense, but they cannot interact with their environment, clean the air, or contribute to the overall energy of the space in the way real plants can. The Buddha spoke frequently of the interconnectedness of all things, noting how the energy we receive from the environment can deeply influence our well-being. Real plants, with their ability to purify the air and add oxygen, create a space that fosters growth and rejuvenation. In fact, plants like peace lilies or snake plants are known to absorb toxins from the air, improve air quality, and create a sense of balance within a room. There is an ancient Buddhist saying, "Just as a flower does not pick and choose the bees, the bright moon does not choose the lotus." This teaches us that true beauty and vitality do not seek to control or dominate, but to exist harmoniously within the flow of life. Similarly, real plants do not impose their energy on a space. Instead, they contribute to the natural flow, bringing life and balance. When we choose real, thriving plants, we are choosing to align our environment with the natural world's rhythm, which is essential for spiritual and physical well-being. Incorporating plants like peace lilies or snake plants into your space is a powerful way to invite healing and vibrancy. These plants not only improve air quality, but also create an atmosphere that feels alive and welcoming. Just as Buddhist teachings emphasize mindfulness and nurturing the environment, caring for real plants becomes an act of mindfulness itself, tending to their needs, witnessing their growth, and cultivating a space of peace and vitality. In Buddhism, the concept of impermanence teaches us to let go of attachments to things that no longer serve us. Yet we are encouraged to embrace life and growth in their natural forms. A thriving plant is a reminder of this, the continuous cycle of life, growth, and renewal. By choosing fresh, living plants over artificial ones, we invite a flow of positive energy into our homes that supports our mental clarity, physical health, and spiritual well-being. This simple yet profound choice can make a lasting impact on the energy of your space, creating an environment that fosters peace, vitality, and a deeper connection with nature. In the same way that we carefully curate our thoughts and actions to align with mindfulness, it's essential to cultivate a sleep environment that supports tranquility. Whether it's being mindful of the placement of pets, old pillows, or the organization of our bedroom, these small but significant actions foster a greater sense of balance. The Buddha's wisdom reminds us that our surroundings are a reflection of our internal state. By nurturing a harmonious space, we not only promote better sleep, but also strengthen our connection to peace and well-being. By consciously choosing to surround ourselves with elements that support calm and balance, we can foster a restorative environment where both body and mind can truly rest and regenerate.